Eddie looks so unsettling. Still would though. Hello and welcome to Everybody Loves Eddie. This is a Yandere dating sim in which you wake up on a perfectly normal day with your picture perfect husband Eddie. But unfortunately that facade quickly fades as weird things begin to happen, and little by little it almost seems like your perfect life with Eddie is carefully scripted and staged like a primetime TV show. Let's get started. There are certain things in life that feel too good to be true. Winning the lottery. Finding money in an old coat pocket. I like how it says you question mark. Waking up before your alarm and realizing you still have 3 hours left to sleep. This does not feel like any of those things. I'm not exactly the most aware person, but I can tell when something is off. Yeah, like I'm trapped in a sitcom with a Yandere TV character. The room around me feels familiar enough. Hey, are you okay? You've been out for quite a while. I know that voice. I know that voice. Oh, right. How could I forget? Don't you want to say good morning to your super handsome husband? I'm married. Duh. A husband. I forgot I had one of those. That feels like the sort of thing a person should remember. Wait, what's the guy's name again? Oh my gosh. I can't think of it. I feel like it was something weird. Maybe something like Elma. Ew. Come on, sweetie. Wake up for Eddie. That's right. Eddie! Oh my god, it's like an actual like analog TV. This is so cool. There's even like the PG rating up here. Oh, this is incredible. My husband's name is Eddie, not Elma. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna be so honest. Could you imagine having to like moan out Elma? It's like, oh, Elma. Harder, Elma. Ugh. The room finally stops spinning. Sigh. Unfortunately, my head does not. I see Eddie is looking at me with an expression nothing less than affectionate. Wow, you okay, cutie pie? You look pretty, pretty. You look pretty as always. Is there gonna be a laugh track? He smiles nervously, like he almost said something else. My brain is all mush right now. Did he say something just now? Nothing, my beautimous cherry pie. Anyways, you told me you'd make this hotshot some breakfast today. I was waiting for you to wake up, but it's 11:30 now. Sorry, cutie pie. You're the hotshot. I thought that was clear. Just giving you the opportunity to reconsider. Nah, I think I'll stick to my original statement. Actually, I'm not just a hotshot, I'm pretty swagger too. And this guy, or Eddie, is very familiar to me. But these memories don't seem... Up and at 'em, cutie pie. What the hell was that? What was that? That weird glitch. Explain yourself, Eddie, if that is your real name, if you are a real person. You can't fool me, I say while I'm being fooled. Gosh, give me a minute to think. It's wild that it already says Season 2, Episode 7. So this is not the first episode. It's either we have been here for a while and our memory has been erased, or we have been transported in here and implanted with some sort of false memory. Yeah, sure. Can I just have a moment to wake up? Oh, of course. Sorry, didn't mean to push you. Take your time. I'll be downstairs, okay? Love ya. Finally, some peace and quiet. Eddie? Okay. Relative peace and quiet. Eddie, he's my husband. I know that. Obviously. I know a lot of things about Eddie. Like how he has a crooked smile. Like how his hair falls over his forehead. Like how he taps his thumb against his palm when he's nervous. I'm gonna remember that detail for later. Like how we met 3 years ago through 2 of our friends. I can't believe he had so many friends in the first place. Eddie's always been super awkward, but in a really sweet sort of way. He's also funny, charismatic. When he cooks dinner, he says he'll clean as he goes. But he always manages to use literally every single pan. I've got all these memories of me and Eddie. However... Hey, cutie pie. I got everything set up down here, so you won't have to do it. Super excited to see what you're gonna make. I sigh and finally climb out of the world's comfiest bed. Was it ever so cozy? Does he know that we're coming to realization and he keeps trying to cut us off? Then I head over to my vanity and make sure I don't look dead. Even Ed looked repulsed. I think he was more so a bit shocked. I must have just hit my head or something. I lazily sit down onto the vanity's cushion and look into the mirror. Eesh! I really do look like a train wreck. My eyes are dark and my cheeks are sunken in. That's strange considering I eat the perfect diet and sleep like a baby. Did I stay up late or something last night? I did, I'm very sleepy. As I look even closer at my face, I spot something in the corner of the mirror. What? Smile. What's this? Smile? I didn't write this. It looks like lipstick. This is freaking me out. I look towards the bedroom door, wondering if this is another Eddie antic. I mean, who else could it have been? I reach forward and try to smudge the lipstick off with my thumb. Except it doesn't smudge. Not a single bit. You've got to be kidding me. A frown presses heavily against my cheeks. That jerk. FYI, I'm getting pretty hungry. But you know, if you're still tired, I can just cook. It's just that your food's way better than mine. No pressure though. I'm feeling pressured, Eddie. Would you calm down? Damn, give me a moment. This is an issue for later. I guess I'll just ask Eddie about it during breakfast or something. Poor guy, he likes to cook, but we both know it's not his strong suit. I wonder if this is like some kind of Truman Show situation actually. His meals are technically edible, if you approach the word edible with an open mind. On the other hand, I'm a decent enough cook. But that doesn't actually compare to how much I hate cooking. I rather checked out Eddie's meals before making my own. So he wears an apron every day now and feeds the both of us. I eventually call back to Eddie and say, "The pressure has been removed. I feel nothing." What? I can't hear you. Speak up, cutie pie. And this man. I said I'll be right down. Okay. Love you. You said that already. Huh? What was that? Before I leave, I wipe the same spot on the mirror with my finger one last time. It doesn't fade. Eddie appears next to you, clearly happy that you're awake. See? Everything's ready for my cutie pie. As you look over his shoulder, you see he did in fact set everything up. There are some eggs, toast, butter, oil, etc. My mistake. You've done the hard part, but after noticing the uncontrollable scowl on your face, he looks away. You've been kind of stressed today, cutie pie. I shouldn't be so demanding. Crap, I didn't mean to make him feel bad. I quickly reassure Eddie. No, it's fine. I said that I would make you breakfast, right? Sorry, there's a lot on my mind right now. Some things I need to ask later. But if it's breakfast you want, it's breakfast you'll get. Are you sure? I'm happy to take over. I'm even wearing my apron, see? No, I said I would do it. Okay. Trying to lighten the mood. I smile for the first time all morning. Finally reciprocating the smile, Eddie watches you as you walk to the kitchen counter. You grab the carton of eggs and pop it open. Strangely enough, you can't seem to figure out what to do next. What on earth? I'm just making breakfast, right? Did the script run out? What's going on? I cook... when I'm feeling up to it. But I am a dang good cook, so why can't I figure out what to do now? Seeing your confusion, Eddie furrows his brow and leans in closer. Are you waiting for the eggs to hatch? Seriously? I look at him with a deadpan expression. I'm thinking. About what? The eggs? No, well, yes, but... Relax, cutie pie. I'm only teasing. Who am I to judge the masterful chef in her ways? Right. If it were any other day, I'd pluck an egg from the box and hesitantly hover over the bowl Eddie put out. You know, cutie pie, you usually put on your apron before cooking. I'll go grab it, okay? You can hold off on making breakfast until I can find it. I don't want Eddie to think something's seriously wrong with me, but this whole morning has thrown me off. I mean, at this point, I bet I hallucinated that whole smile thing. What to do? Prove you can cook. I can do this, duh. It's just eggs and toast. I've done it before, don't worry about it, Eddie. You reach for the carton again, clearly trying to appear normal. Eddie notices and smiles anyway. He's just happy that you're cooking and not him. I'll be setting the table, so just shout for me. Or scream. I know the difference between a happy scream and a kitchen scream by now. I can do this. It's just eggs and toast. Don't worry about it, Ed. Eddie hums as he wanders up to the small kitchen table setting up your plates. Let's get cooking, I guess. Drag the ingredients into the pan to cook. Oh, nice. I clap my hands together in delight. Perfect. I finally finished making breakfast. But upon closer inspection, what's going on? Whatever, it'll do. Sure, it's almost lunchtime, but Eddie's the one that wanted breakfast. I look and see him sitting down in front of the table with an empty plate in front of him. He has even folded his napkin to be heart-shaped. Aw, I should hurry up and feed the guy. So, what'd you make? Eggs, right? Gosh, I love your eggs. But upon seeing your creation, Eddie's face falters. Sweetie? Uh-oh, he didn't call you cutie pie. In sickness and in health, right? What? What's wrong with my food? Hey, why are you being ungrateful? What? Oh, don't look so upset. Lots of people burn food on rough days. That's not bad. What do you mean? That's not bad at all. Hey! Usually not into a new life form, but still. Hey! I knew there was gonna be like the the snare drum. That's so funny. I pull the plate back, a look of hurt flashing across my face. The food is somewhat burnt, but not too badly, it's just a bit browned. Although my excitement for this simple meal must be pretty out of place. I usually cook much harder dishes with ease. But more pressingly, what was that noise? It came right after his joke. Which is very unfunny. Was it laughter? From where? We don't own a TV and the radio is off now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely waking up. I only meant to be funny, cutie pie. You know I always appreciate your cooking. Eat it then. Eddie manages to swallow the burnt toast and runny egg. Giving a shaky thumbs up, he reaches for some of the OJ he set out in the picture. The same thumb slowly lowers when the toast fights back. It's safe to say that he doesn't even register the confusion on your face. Ed, did you hear that? Huh? Hear what, cutie pie? Did you say something? Well, no, but there was a loud noise just now. You didn't catch that? Eddie diverts his gaze to look down the hall. I don't think so. Although, the new water heater could be acting up again. The water heater? No, that wasn't it. Am I going crazy? I feel like weird stuff has been happening all morning. Or maybe it's just me? I still haven't asked about the lipstick or whatever that was. I guess each incident is small enough to explain by itself. But it all feels strange when I actually stop to think about it. When Eddie turns back to get a look at you, he frowns. Cutie pie. Okay, was yesterday weird too? I know what happened. Eddie and I went to the market and then the park. I think? No, wait. I know we did. I just can't picture it right now. Cutie pie. I feel like I've just woken up from a dream. Like I swear it made sense 5 seconds ago. I can recall what happened during it well enough. However, the longer I seem to dwell on the dream, the fuzzier it gets. Weird day. Hey, cutie pie. What's going on in that little cute head of yours? Your brow is doing that little twitchy thing and you've been acting, an easy bit off. I just want to make sure I haven't done anything to upset you. No, you're fine. I'm sure you're just tired, yeah? Your eyes are sunken in. Gee, thanks. Wow, that's really flattering, Ed. Thanks. No. I didn't mean it like that. I just noticed how you were... How I was what? Let's not bicker. How about we talk about something else? I sigh, glaring at Eddie. Ed, if you can notice my sunken eyes, can you also notice how annoyed I am right now? Of course. You get annoyed when I leave the cabinet doors open. Excuse me? When have I ever gotten annoyed at you for that? Last time. Which was when? You know, last time. No, I don't know, Eddie. His smile stays in place, but his answer goes nowhere. He's clearly trying to resolve our rising conflict. Look, if something is bothering you, please. No, everything is fine, Ed. Like I said, I'm just extra tired today. Okay then. Oh, I didn't mean to yell at him. I'll clean up breakfast, so how about you go and rest? Also, thanks for everything, cutie pie. You never know how much I appreciate you. That has a double meaning to it, doesn't it? I've been pretty on edge today, especially around Eddie. It's not his fault though, I know that. He's the most amazing husband, even if he is an airhead. So kind and attentive. When I'm upset, he'll figure out what he needs fixing in order to make me happy again. When we argue, and though it rarely happens, he makes sure I never go to bed angry. Actually, I can't recall a time we've actually fought. I'm positive we have at some point, but when I stop to think about it, it's strange. Ugh, I really am going mad. But before I dissect my own mental state, I should check up on Eddie and apologize. I've really been a jerk to him today. I need a nap too, though. I technically just got up, but my brain already needs a reset. Is that deliberate wording? Brain needing a reset? I bet that would do the trick. A place to lay my head for a bit. Alright, we'll go take a nap on the couch first, and then we'll apologize. Before I apologize, I should make sure I'm in a better state of mind. I don't want to say something I don't mean. And I don't want to make Eddie feel worse for no reason. This is the room where Eddie and I like to dance, where it's just the two of us. We often have friends or family over, but this is our special place. At least I think we do. I clearly can't rely on my own mind right now. I really do have the perfect life. Yeah, a little bit too perfect. Seems a bit staged, doesn't it? I should be more appreciative of it, and not just now, but all the time. I finally recline back, my head pushing against the couch cushions. However, sleep doesn't come easily. I've lived in this house for a year, and yet it doesn't feel like home. It's comfy and warm, sure. But I sit in this room every day and I still feel like I'm a stranger here. The shelves are full, but I don't remember buying a single thing on them. Every object has a story. I know each story. I just don't remember living any of them. Does that even make sense? Yeah, it's almost like you're living a scripted life. Yeah, I need a nap. I'm exhausted. If Eddie appears, I'm gonna shit myself. What is going on? The harder I think about it, the more it really does feel like I'm dreaming. No, not dreaming. Dreams are messy and disoriented. This place is too neat. Every room is arranged to be seen from one perfect angle. Every conversation ends before I can ask the wrong question, and every strange moment is followed by Eddie smiling at me until I stop thinking. Every time he makes a joke. The laugh track. There. Right on cue. That's right. This whole thing is fake. My whole life is fiction. Not real. A lie. My friends, family, Eddie. A lie. They never existed in the first place. I remember saying our wedding was really beautiful, but now that I think about it, I don't remember the weather. I can remember the facts, not the moments. They never existed in the first place. I don't even know who I am. Oh no, I'm saying this out loud, which means Eddie might hear us. I'm not even real. I knew that from the start. I knew it. Fine, I'll smile. It's what you wanted, right? I'll play the part correctly. The room goes quiet as if someone has turned the audience off. My eyes are getting pretty heavy. I can close them for a bit. Maybe when I wake up, I'll be back to normal. Back to my real life. Eddie, where are you? Oh, God. Hello? As you slowly open your eyes, a few things become apparent. First of all, you're no longer resting on the couch, you're in your bed. You don't even remember what happened before you fell asleep. I was probably just extra tired. Eddie must have moved me here. Second of all, you're not alone. Eddie is standing in front of you holding a box. What is that? As I look closer, I realize that what he's holding is something very dear to us. Oh, of course. Letters from our wedding. Each of our friends and family wrote a letter or card before we left the venue. It was supposed to be a cute thing we could look back on as the years go by. I guess Eddie's in the mood to read them. Why? Especially when I've been so rude. Eddie, I see you're climbing closer. Eddie, I don't know if this is the right time. He crawls onto the bed. Whoa! Right now? I just woke up. And gently places the cardboard box in your lap. A special delivery for one incredibly beautiful wife. Oh, who's it from? Me, of course. I walked it all the way from the closet too. Maybe this is his way of comforting me right now. Surely he knows something is up. Plus it wouldn't hurt to read over the letters again, they were super sweet. Eddie, you are scaring me. Turning to face you, Eddie smiles and pats the box. He plops down on the bed close enough that your shoulders bump. Scoot. Don't tell me to scoot. Ed, there's plenty of room. I know, I mean like scoot closer. Oh, sorry. Typical. If Eddie had his way, we'd probably occupy the same physical space. Oh, do not say that. I feel like that's foreshadowing. I'm kind of scared. I don't want to be fused with Eddie, unless it's in like a sexy way. I'm feeling another wave of guilt crash over me. I finally attempt to make amends. Ed, I'm really sorry about earlier. Today has been lousy. He just nods a bit and chuckles. Well, lucky for you, Miss Grumpy Pants. There again with the laugh track. I don't bring out the letterbox on normal days, cutie pie. Hey, what was... Remember when we promised we read these every anniversary? Yeah? Ignore it for now. Did we actually keep that promise? Well, we remembered right now. Fair enough. Which letter should we look at first? Your pick. But I do have to request that we save your mother's for last. It means the most to me. Oh yeah, that's not foreboding at all, huh? What happens if we read, the mother's one first? I should read the other letters first. This one's the most special, so let's save it for last. Dear BFF, you did it! You're getting married! I'm so happy for you I could scream or cry or both, probably both. You plus your person equals my favorite love story. I mean, out of all the rom-coms, soap operas, yours is the only one I actually want front row seats to. That language is very deliberate and very pointed. Like, out of all the rom-coms and soap operas, yours is the only one I actually want front row seats to. That's very deliberate. I can't wait to stand next to you, fix your lipstick when you cry, dance with you like we're 16 again, and absolutely embarrass you in my speech, fair warning. Thank you for letting me be part of your forever. I love you more than we love 90s boy bands, sleepovers and mole fries combined. Here's to you, your happily ever after, and lots of laughs and maybe babies. Can't wait. Love you always. Betty, my best friend, or according to Eddie, my partner in crime. She somehow convinced me to dance crazy in public once. Never again. My husband still teases me for it. I really should invite her over soon. I know we see each other all the time, but I just can't remember the last time. It's been that long, I guess. Oh look, she called our love story a rom-com. She's not entirely wrong. Yeah, in more ways than one. Rip. Everything has always worked out for us. Well, except for today's mishaps. But I don't think it's rained once since we moved in. Just our luck. Strange, huh? Dear Eddie, my dude, you're getting married. I still can't believe it. The same guy who used to eat glue in art class is finally going to have someone legally stuck with him for the rest of his life. What a legend. You settling down? I always thought our retirement plan was to open a video game store and live in the back surrounded by pizza boxes and bad decisions. Guess someone beat me to the bad decisions part. Hey, whoa! Seriously, I'm stoked for you. She's awesome. Way too good for you, but hey, I'll let it slide. A few things to remember now that you're a married man. I'm sorry, it's cheaper than therapy. Use it. Never fall asleep first, that's just asking for it. The remote is not yours anymore, it never was. If she's mad, don't explain, just listen, nod, and maybe bring snacks. Anniversaries over Super Bowl, every single time. Going for the big day, I'll be the guy dancing like an idiot and embarrassing you in front of all her fancy relatives. Congrats, man, welcome to married life. It's basically like single life, except now someone keeps track of your bank account. Your best friend and soon-to-be groomsman, Stephen. If you need to escape, I still have the duffel bag in my closet. Just say the word. Stephen, Eddie's best friend. Those two have been attached at the hip since they met. I'm honestly surprised Stephen ever approved of me. When Eddie proposed, Stephen acted like he was getting divorced. He still insists that I stole his best friend. Stephen likes to tell people Eddie is his first husband. Apparently I'm just a sequel. Sometimes I wonder whether Stephen truly likes me, or just tolerates me because I came bundled with Eddie. Honestly, marrying Eddie sometimes felt like marrying Stephen too. Which is ridiculous. We share. But even though they once shared a close bond, Stephen hasn't been around lately. I don't think they had a falling out or anything like that. Eddie just doesn't really elaborate when it comes to that whole situation. Why? Is it because Stephen was a co-worker and this is a whole fake sitcom and the person who played Stephen left the studio and has a different job? I'm getting absolute like Truman Show vibes. He really dislikes fighting. One last letter. And to Eddie and my daughter. I watched you both find something rare in each other that's worth more than anything else in the world. You'll build a life together, one made of 1,000 little choices that no one will ever see. Take care of those little things. They are the ones that stay. People will tell you all sorts of things about love and marriage. Listen to some of it, ignore the rest. You'll know what feels right between the two of you. If the world ever feels confusing or louder than it should, find your quiet together. That's where the truth usually is. Promise me you'll always be on the same side, no matter what anyone else says. The two of you against the world, it's the best place to be. I love you both more than I could put into words. Always, Mum. That photo is so creepy. Look at Eddie. Mum's letter. She was never very good with words. Actually, most of the time she showed affection by criticizing people, especially Eddie. Poor guy. But by the wedding, she finally admitted he made me very happy. Receiving this almost meant more than the wedding itself. Whoa, look here. There's a picture tucked inside. I don't even remember putting that there. Let's see. Eddie looks so uncanny valley and unsettling. Still would though. I mean, what? Here we are. Mum, Eddie and me. But someone cut her face out of the picture. Why would anyone do that? Maybe the picture was damaged. This was clearly our wedding though. I remember standing there with Eddie. I remember everyone smiling. I remember thinking my feet were gonna fall off because those shoes were torture. Mum just laughed at me for complaining. Didn't she? Oh gosh, don't tell me. There she is, come on. It's my own mother. I know exactly who she is. She raised me my entire life. So why can't I picture her? That's ridiculous. I don't need a photograph to remember my own mother. Her hair was brown? No, maybe it was blonde. Wait, that doesn't feel right either. Why are we speaking about our mother in past tense? Okay, forget the hair. Her eyes, what color were her eyes? Yeah, why are we talking in past tense? How do I not know that? You know, I'm just overthinking it. I've been all over the place the whole day. And people forget little details all the time, especially on days like this. Not your mother's eye color and hair. That's normal. Right? Her smile. I can remember that. Her smile. No, that's not possible. I can't remember her smile either. We've always been close. I only moved out after marrying Eddie. I talk to her all the time. So why can't I remember a single thing about what she looked like? Not her eyes, not her hair, not even her smile. Betty. Picture Betty. Nothing. I can't think of how she looks either. What about Stephen? Nothing. Is that why I can't remember the last time I've seen them? Because I haven't. What about everyone else from our wedding? The officiant, the pastor, not the photographer, the guests. Oh no. I can remember certain facts about the wedding. Even certain memories. Like when me and Eddie were at the altar. I know surface level things, but beyond that, every single face, except mine and Eddie's, is gone. This is exactly what I was feeling like earlier. The more I think about these memories, the fuzzier everything gets. The fuzzier the people I love seem to get. How is that even possible? How do you forget the faces of people you love? Something is wrong with me. Something is seriously wrong. Kitty Pie, are you okay? Eddie, no, I'm having a crash out. Ed, I can't remember my own mother. Hey, look at me. Not the picture. Just look at me. I don't know what my own mother looked like. I don't know what Betty looked like. I don't know what Stephen looked like. I know who they are. I remember these letters. What our best friend said when giving them to us. I just can't see them anymore. Not in my mind. Eddie's smile doesn't disappear. Oh, that's freaky. It just becomes a tad bit smaller than usual. You're overwhelmed. That's all this is, Cutie Pie. You've had a rough morning and your mind is playing tricks on you. But this isn't forgetting where I left my keys, Eddie. For just a second. Eddie's eyes dart somewhere behind you towards the mirror. The movement is so quick you almost think you imagined it. Is that a one-way mirror? Is someone filming us through that? Let's put the picture away, Cutie Pie. What? Why? Because it's upsetting you. Ed, please, we'll make some tea and then we can read something else. Or we can dance. Let's just do anything you want. You don't have to keep looking at that picture. Why are you so determined to get rid of this stupid thing? Because I don't like seeing my Cutie Pie so upset. That's all. His smile returns as quickly as it left. So warm and perfect, dare you say, almost practiced. Scripted? Come on. We can sort all this out later, but for now, he gently pries the box of letters with the picture from your hold. Let's get that smile back where it belongs. And for some reason, that answer doesn't comfort me as much anymore. Oh, that's terrifying. Something is seriously wrong. End of day 1. The misunderstanding. There is no misunderstanding. Something is really wrong. Oh, I cannot wait to find out. This is so good. Alright, let's go back and check out some things. First, we'll come here. We'll let Eddie find our apron. See if this changes anything. Yeah, I'm so tired. I must have forgotten. Thanks, Ed. Of course, Cutie Pie. Don't even worry about it. Try to get any oil on your clothes while I'm gone, okay? I would hate to spot clean that. Eddie happily saunters off to find your apron wherever that may be. Now that he's gone, I can figure out what the heck I'm doing. I better throw something together before he comes back. Otherwise he might notice my hesitation. Then we'll put these in to cook. I clap my hands together in delight. Perfect! I finally finished making breakfast. Alright, I think we can skip ahead here. Alright, we skipped ahead because we saw that before. You never guess what I found in the storage. An old Kiss the Cook apron. I almost put it on, but then I realized I wasn't the one cooking. Unfortunately, the other one is in the wash, but I guess you didn't need it. As long as I get to eat your food, I'm happy. If he had it his way, you'd cook every meal for him. But he knows you hate cooking almost as much as he is bad at it. So what'd you make? Eggs, right? Gosh, I love your eggs. We can skip past this scene because we've already seen it in the previous playthrough. We come to here. This time, instead of taking a nap, we'll go find him and apologize. No, the first thing I need to do is say sorry to Eddie. The poor guy is probably crying in the living room right now. I can't even imagine how worried he must be. This is the room where Eddie and I like to dance, where it's just the two of us. It's kind of embarrassing, honestly. The man has 2 moves. Spin me around and almost drop me. We are friends with family over pretty often too. Or I think we do. When was the last time everyone came over? Whatever, it's probably just one of those things you forget. I'm not good with calendars and dates anyways. Besides that, the place is nice. Comfortable. Warm. I swear it looks exactly the same every time I walk through here. Guess that's what happens when someone actually keeps up with the housework. I really do have the perfect life. I should be more appreciative of it, not just now, but all the time. But where is Eddie? I don't see him anywhere. Oh god, he scared the crap out of me. Oh, Cutie Pie, are you okay? Is there something wrong? Okay, maybe he's not too heartbroken about my outburst earlier. Usually the guy is a bit more dramatic. Eddie, I'm sorry for being so weird and jerkish today. Honestly, I don't know what was going on with me. My mind is all over the place, and even though I try to rationalize, for some reason I feel like I'm in some sort of fever dream. I don't know what I was thinking, but I should have stayed in bed to rest. If my mind doesn't clear up soon, maybe I'll go to the doctor's or something. After hearing your reasoning, Eddie only grows more concerned. He usually overreacts when it comes to you, so this isn't anything new. However, he seems to be genuinely worried. Yeah, genuinely worried because I'm waking up and realizing that this world is fake. Fever dream. What do you mean, cutie pie? Are you feeling sick or something? No, I don't literally feel sick, Ed. I'm gonna sound insane if I actually try and explain this to him. First of all, did you write on my vanity mirror? His face only appears to grow more confused. Why would I do that? I know how much you love that thing. I wouldn't touch your stuff like that without permission anyway. Why? Is there something on your mirror? It's just us here. There was writing. Red writing. Eddie shakes his head, signaling he has no idea what you mean. You mean there was writing on the mirror in red lipstick? Yeah, that wasn't you? Cutie pie, you don't own red lipstick. I don't? You said it's for the streets. Yep, I'm crazy. I need to get both our minds on something else. You know what? How about we spend some time together, just the two of us? I think it'll help me clear my head. He looks rather conflicted. On one hand, you are acting very unlike yourself. On the other hand, Eddie relaxes slightly. Does he know that you are tense? Yes. However, bonding time can fix anything. Why is that shaking? You know what? That seems like a great idea, cutie pie. Hey, I know. How about we read the letters given to us from our wedding? It's been a while since we read them, and it's always nice to reminisce with you. It sounds like a plan. I'll go grab them from the bedroom closet. I'll meet you there, okay? You got it, cutie pie. B.R.B. He carefully balances the cardboard box in both hands. A special delivery for one incredibly beautiful wife. Who's it from? Me, of course. Alright. Well, back to the letters. Turning to face you, Eddie smiles and pats the box. I look down and trace my finger over the date written on the cardboard. Our wedding date. It was a day to remember, that's for sure. Are you ready yet? Which letter should we read first? I've always loved your mum's note. It was the first time she acknowledged that she liked me, but I wouldn't mind reading them all again. Right, I made it a good refresher on what her said. Alrighty, let's take a look and see inside the box then. Oh, he doesn't tell us to read our mum's one last? Let's see if we... Okay, so we still have to save it for last. Okay, so this is all the same. Yeah, the ending is the same as well. Like, reading the letters in the photo scene is still the same. But yeah, that is my playthrough of Everybody Loves Eddie. I hope you guys like that. This is very intriguing and incredibly unique. I don't think I've actually played a sitcom or TV style Yandere dark romance before, but I'm very interested to see what happens. I'm of two minds here. One, I'm strongly suspecting that we're in some kind of Truman Show situation. But a little bit different because in the Truman Show, Truman was taken when he was a baby and raised in the sitcom from birth. However, I feel like for us, we have been taken. Somehow our memories have been tampered with and put into this show, which is why we're able to slowly become more aware of things as time goes by. There are little tells that really point to this being like an actual TV set and not real life as well. Eddie's lines seemingly being scripted and rehearsed, including his expressions. Eddie glancing towards the mirror when something is going wrong, almost like he knows that there is a TV crew watching you from behind the mirror. Like there's potential for it to be a one-way mirror and there is someone filming from behind it. It also explains why someone might have written on the mirror from the inside, which is why you couldn't wipe it off as well. They might have written it on the other side because it is a one-way mirror. So maybe someone from the film crew, maybe one of the directors, like I'm not too sure. It is a dumb decision though because it definitely made you very paranoid. And like Eddie doesn't really seem to know what is going on with that as well. But that would explain as to why you can't swipe it off, because it's written on the other side. And then additionally, the letter from your best friend saying things like, out of all the rom-coms and soap operas, yours is the one that I want front row seats to. That is a very deliberate way of wording something. I'm not sure if she did it on purpose to get you to wake up from whatever the situation is. It's very, very deliberate that was written like that. And the comment about you noticing how all of the rooms in your house are so perfect, almost staged, and set up in a way where everything can be seen from one angle, which is a very typical staging when it comes to sitcom rooms. Everything is set up with the camera filming directly at it from one angle. So that really gives me like this is a TV show. Something has happened to you and you are stuck in a TV show. And I don't know if this is the fault of Eddie or if he is also trapped in there as well. But he sure as hell seems to be really panicky whenever you start to wake up. So I'm really not too sure what his deal is. So yeah, at the moment, I don't know if you have been taken, had your memories tampered with, and then placed into a set, like a massive set like the Truman Show, or if Eddie is a character in a TV show that you watch and he has become sentient and pulled you in. I have no idea yet. We definitely need to play more of the future days and figure out what is actually going on. But from what we have at the moment, everything is very intriguing and incredibly mysterious and points to things being very, very unsettling and not right. I mean, another third possibility, like just another third theory, is that you are both TV show characters and you are starting to become sentient. Like, that's another possibility. But yeah, as of now, we don't have enough to go on. But we do have enough clues to understand that something is very unsettling and very not right. But I absolutely love this. I thought the aesthetic was really cool. The old analog TV, even the font, like it's very reminiscent of like early 90s sitcoms. And just the chromatic aberration effect and even the writing, the soundtrack, the snare drum, everything is just very well done. You can tell that a lot of the dialogue and writing and the aspects in terms of the aesthetics and the UI have had a lot of thought put into them. So the dev definitely researched into sitcoms and took a lot of care into making sure everything was thematic, which I really appreciate. I thought it was brilliantly well done. But yeah, I cannot wait to experience more of this. Thank you so much for playing through Everybody Loves Eddie Day 1 with me. If you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you would like to support the developer, feel free to check out the link to the game. I put that in the description box below. And if you would like to support me, my Patreon is in the description box below as well. Supporting me is not mandatory, but just very appreciated. Anyway, thank you so much, as always, and until next time, take care.